What if I told you, Libra, that the next few days hold 10 events that could completely change the course of your life? Have you ever noticed that when the universe wants to show you something important, it doesn't choose the right moment by chance? And here you are, watching this video right now, on this day, at this hour. It's no coincidence, my dear. What I'm going to reveal here are 10 very specific things that will happen to Libra in the coming days, and each one carries a message you need to hear. Perhaps lately you've felt like you're in a waiting period, as if life is preparing you for something bigger. Or maybe you've noticed signs around you, those coincidences that seem to scream that something is about to change. The truth is, Libra is entering a period of powerful transformations, and if you don't pay attention to what I'm about to share, you might miss out on opportunities that only come once in a lifetime. During this video, I'm going to show you exactly what the universe has prepared for your sign. I'll tell you about changes in love that will surprise you, about money that's on its way, about people who will leave your life and others who will enter. I'll reveal signs that you're already seeing but perhaps not understanding. And most importantly, I'll show you how to take advantage of each of these 10 things to transform your reality once and for all. So take a deep breath, because what you're about to hear might be exactly the confirmation your heart has been asking for. Stay with me until the end, because the 10th revelation is so powerful it could change everything you believe about your future. Shall we begin? First revelation, a conversation you've been avoiding will finally happen. In the coming days, Libra, a conversation you've been postponing, avoiding, or even running away from will finally happen. And do you know why? Because the universe has grown tired of waiting for you to gather courage. It will create the perfect situation for this dialogue to take place, whether you're ready or not. It could be with someone you love, someone from work, or even that person you left in the past but who still occupies a space in your mind. Libra, you know very well that avoiding difficult conversations is one of your specialties. You prefer peace, you prefer balance, you prefer not to rock the boat. But the truth needs to be told, sometimes, true peace only comes after the storm. Sometimes, you need to go through the difficult conversation to reach true tranquility. And that's exactly what the universe is preparing you to experience. This conversation might start in an unexpected way. Maybe you'll run into this person by chance somewhere. Maybe they'll text you out of the blue. Maybe you'll simply feel such a strong inner force that you won't be able to hold back the words anymore. Either way, it will happen. And when it does, you'll feel a mixture of fear and relief at the same time. Fear is natural, my dear. You're afraid of hurting someone, afraid of being hurt, afraid of losing someone, afraid that things will change. But the relief, oh, the relief will be greater. Because when you finally say what needs to be said, you'll feel like you've lifted a huge weight off your shoulders. You feel like you can truly breathe again after holding your breath for so long. And here's something interesting, this conversation isn't going to be as terrible as you imagined. In fact, it might even be surprisingly good. The person on the other end might be waiting for you to say exactly what you're about to say. They might also have been afraid to start this conversation. It could be that, in the end, you were both just waiting for the right moment, and that moment has arrived. But even if the conversation is difficult, even if it brings up painful truths, it is necessary. Because Libra is entering a new cycle, and you can't carry the same unspoken conversations, the same hidden truths, the same bottled up feelings into this new cycle. The universe is cleansing your life, and this conversation is part of that cleansing. So when that moment comes, don't run away. Take a deep breath and speak your truth from the heart. Speak with love, speak with respect, but speak. Because on the other side of that conversation there is a much lighter, much freer, much more peaceful version of you. And that version is waiting for you to walk through that door. Second revelation, a financial cycle is closing to open a better one. Libra, my dear, get ready because a major change is happening in your financial life. And when I say change, I'm not talking about just any small change. I'm talking about an entire cycle closing to make way for something completely new and much better. In the coming days, you will begin to see the first signs of this. You might receive some work-related news. It could be a new job offer, an opportunity to earn money in a different way, or even the end of a source of income that wasn't working well for you anymore. At first, You might feel a little nervous, especially if the change seems risky or uncertain. But trust the process, because the universe isn't taking anything away from you without putting something better in its place. The truth is, you've been holding on to financial situations that should have changed a long time ago. Maybe it's a job that doesn't value you as it should. Maybe it's a business that drained more energy than it brought in. Maybe it's a way of making money that simply isn't aligned with who you've become anymore. And now, the universe is saying, enough. It's time to let go of the old to embrace the new. In the coming days, you might receive an important call, see a job posting that seems tailor-made for you, or have a brilliant idea about how to make money doing something you love. Pay attention to these signs, because they are not coincidences. They are doors opening, paths being illuminated, opportunities knocking at your door. And you know what's even more interesting? This financial change comes with an internal change. You're beginning to understand your true worth. You're starting to realize that you deserve to earn well, you deserve to be recognized, you deserve to have abundance in life. And when you change inside, the external world has no choice but to reflect that change. But listen up, Libra. To receive the new, you need to be willing to let go of the old. If a door is closing, don't force it to stay open. If an old opportunity is slipping away, let it go. Be grateful for what it taught you, be grateful for what it gave you, but let it go. Because while you're holding on tightly to what no longer serves you, your hands are too busy to receive what's coming. And what's coming is good, my dear. It's a way to earn money that will make you feel fulfilled, valued, and respected. It's an opportunity to use your true talents and be well rewarded for it. It's a cycle where you will no longer have to choose between doing what you love and earning well, because the two will finally go hand in hand. So in the coming days, keep your eyes wide open. Pay attention to conversations, invitations, and ideas that come to mind. Any of these things could be the gateway to this new financial cycle that is beginning. And when you see the opportunity, don't let fear paralyze you. Take this step. Trust. Because the universe has already prepared everything, and now it's just waiting for you to accept the blessing. If this message resonated with your zodiac sign, trust me, it's no coincidence. When the universe wants to speak to you, it sends exactly the right signal, and you're here because you needed to hear this today. Your contribution, as a subscriber or member, is what keeps these messages alive, messages that touch, awaken, and transform lives. And if this video made sense to you, leave your birthdate in the comments. Now let's continue with our video. Third revelation, someone who left your life will try to come back. Libra, prepare your heart for this revelation, because it stirs deep emotions. In the coming days, someone who left your life will try to return. It could be an old love, a friend who drifted away, or even a family member you've become estranged from. This person will reappear, one way or another, and will want to reconnect. And here's the important point, my dear, the universe isn't bringing this person back by chance. It's giving you an opportunity. An opportunity for healing, an opportunity for closure, or perhaps even an opportunity for a fresh start. But it's up to you to decide what to do with this opportunity. Libra is known for giving second chances. In fact, you give second, third, fourth chances. Your heart is so generous that sometimes you forgive even those who haven't asked for forgiveness. You accept back even those who haven't shown they've changed. And that's beautiful, but it can also be dangerous. Because not every return deserves to be accepted. Not every person who leaves our lives needs to come back into it. So when that person reappears, and they will, you need to do something very important before making any decisions. You need to look inside yourself and ask, why did this person leave my life? What happened between us? Has this person really changed, or are they just coming back because they need something? And even more importantly, do I want this person back, or am I just missing the idea of them? Because sometimes, Librans, we don't miss the person themselves. We miss their company, their affection, the good times we shared. But when we look honestly, we realize that that person also brought pain, also brought disappointment, also brought more problems than solutions. And then we need to have the courage to acknowledge that some doors should remain closed. But in other cases, that person's return can be a true blessing. It could be that you've both matured, that time has healed the wounds, that you're now ready to build something better than you had before. It could be that this person has truly changed, grown, and learned from their mistakes. And then, giving them another chance might be the best decision. The question is, how do you know the difference? How do you know if you should take this person back or keep the door closed? The answer lies within you, Libra. It's in your intuition. When this person appears, pay attention to what you feel. Not what you think, but what you feel. If you feel peace, if you feel true joy, if you feel it's right, then maybe it's time to accept. But if you feel that tightness in your chest, if you feel fear, if you feel you're repeating an old pattern, then it's better to say no. And look, saying no is also an act of love. It's an act of self-love. It's you respecting yourself, valuing yourself, protecting yourself. And the universe will applaud you for it. Because say that person coming back doesn't automatically mean you have to accept them. Sometimes, the universe brings people back just so you have the chance to do things differently this time, to choose yourself, to show that you've grown. So in the coming days, when that person appears, take a deep breath. Don't make impulsive decisions. Don't let the emotion of the moment blind you. Take your time, think, feel, and only then decide. Because say you deserve people in your life who choose you every day, not just when they need you. You deserve people who stay, not people who come and go whenever they want. And if you choose not to accept that person back, know that you are opening space for someone new and much better to enter your life. Force revelation, a hidden truth will come to light. My dear Libra, this revelation may surprise you or even frighten you a little, but it's necessary for you to know. In the coming days, a hidden truth will finally come to light. It may be something someone hid from you, something you didn't want to see yourself, or even a secret that will completely change how you perceive a situation or a person. The truth has a very particular way of appearing when we least expect it. It can come through a casual conversation, something you overhear, a message that reaches you, or an intuition so strong that you can't ignore it. And when it appears, you might feel a shock, a fright, a sadness. But you might also feel relief, because you will finally understand things that didn't make sense. Do you know that feeling when something was wrong but you weren't quite sure what? That feeling that someone wasn't being completely honest with you? That discomfort you tried to ignore because you wanted to believe everything was okay? Well, Libra, in the coming days you'll discover that your intuition was right all along. And look, discovering the truth isn't always easy. Sometimes it hurts. Sometimes we'd rather remain in illusion than face reality. But the truth, however painful, is always better than a lie. Because say only the truth sets you free. Only the truth allows you to make decisions based on reality, not fantasies. Only the truth gives you the power to choose what to do from now on. These truths that will emerge may relate to various areas of your life. It could be in love, and you will discover that someone wasn't who they claimed to be. It could be at work, and you will understand why certain things happened the way they did. It could be in your family, and you will finally understand behaviors that have always confused you. It could even be about yourself, and you will have a revelation about something you were denying or avoiding seeing. The important thing, my dear, is how you will react when this truth appears. Libra likes harmony, peace, and balance. So your first reaction might be to want to suppress this truth, pretend you didn't see it, let it pass. But don't do that. Don't ignore what the universe is showing you. Because say if you ignore it now, that same truth will return later, in a way that is even more difficult to deal with. Instead, take a deep breath and face the truth head on. Look at it, however uncomfortable it may be. Process it, feel it, cry if you need to. But don't run away. Because say on the other side of this difficult moment there is clarity. There is understanding. There is the opportunity to make better choices going forward. And you know what else? Sometimes the truth that comes to light isn't bad. Sometimes it's good. Sometimes you discover that someone loves you more than you imagined. Sometimes you discover that a difficult situation had a bigger reason behind it. Sometimes you discover that you were judging someone unfairly. So don't panic prematurely. Let the truth reveal itself and then you decide what to do with it. But one thing is certain, this truth needs to come out now because you are ready to deal with it. The universe doesn't show you anything you don't have the strength to face. If this revelation is coming into your life at this moment, it's because you've grown enough, matured enough, and become strong enough to handle it. So trust in your preparedness, trust in your ability to overcome, and let the truth set you free. Fifth revelation, your talent will finally be recognized. Libra, this revelation will warm your heart. In the coming days, something you do well, a talent you have, a skill you've developed, will finally be recognized. And not by just anyone. It will be recognized by someone important, someone who can open doors for you, someone whose opinion truly matters. Do you know that thing you do that seems natural to you, but that other people are impressed by when they see it? It could be the way you communicate, your creativity, your ability to organize things, your gift for dealing with people, your artistic skill, or your problem-solving skills. Whatever it is, someone will notice. And they'll really notice. This recognition can come in many forms. It could be a compliment that surprises you with its sincerity and depth. It could be an invitation to do something important using your talent. It could be a job offer or a partnership proposal. It could even be someone asking you to teach them what you know. In any case, it will be special, it will be sincere, and it will arrive at a time when you may even have been doubting yourself. Because let's be honest, Libra, you have a habit of downplaying your own talents. You look at what others do and think it's incredible, but when you look at what you do, you think it's nothing special. You see your abilities as something common, as if everyone could do the same. But they can't, my dear. What is easy for you is difficult for many. What is natural for you is extraordinary for others. And in the coming days, someone will make you see that. Someone will show you how special you are, how valuable your talent is, how much you have to offer the world. And when that happens, don't reject the compliment. Don't diminish what you do. Don't say that anyone could do it. Simply accept it, be grateful, and let that recognition sink into your heart. Because this recognition isn't just about inflating your ego. It's about you finally seeing yourself through the eyes that others see you. It's about you understanding that you have a purpose, that your talents weren't given to you for nothing, that you're here to share your gifts with the world. And when you truly understand that, everything changes. This recognition could also be the little push you needed to pursue your dream. Maybe you thought about doing something with your talent, but felt you weren't good enough. Maybe you thought about offering a service, selling a product, or teaching what you know, but fear held you back. Well, when this person recognizes your talent in the coming days, let it be the confirmation you needed. The universe is telling you through this person, you are ready, you are capable, you are good at what you do, and the world needs what you have to offer. So don't ignore this sign. Don't let this confirmation pass you by. Use it as fuel to take the next step, to be braver, to trust yourself more. And look how interesting, the more you recognize and use your talents, the more opportunities will appear. Because the energy of confidence attracts more reasons to trust. The energy of abundance attracts more abundance. The energy of recognition attracts more recognition. So start seeing yourself as talented, as capable, as valuable. Start honoring your gifts instead of hiding them. And see how life responds wonderfully. In the coming days, when that recognition arrives, take a deep breath and let it in, let it touch your heart. Let it change the way you see yourself. Because you, Libra, are far more incredible than you allow yourself to believe. And it's time you knew that. 6th revelation, a decision you've put off can't wait any longer. My dear Libra, we've reached a revelation that perhaps you've already sensed is coming. In the next few days, a decision you've been postponing, putting off, simply won't be able to wait any longer. Life will put you in a situation where you'll have to choose. And this time, not choosing will also be a choice, but one you might regret later. Libra is famous for having difficulty making decisions. You weigh the pros and cons, analyze all sides, consider all possibilities, and think about how each choice will affect everyone around you. And while you do all this, time passes, opportunities wait, and sometimes even slip away. You know very well what I'm talking about, because it's happened to you more times than you'd like to admit. But now the universe is saying, enough waiting. Enough postponing. Enough sitting on the fence. It's time to choose a side and move forward. And in the coming days, you will be placed in a situation where that choice will have to be made, whether you feel ready or not. It could be a decision about a relationship. Do stay or leave? Do invest or give up? Do give it another chance or close this cycle once and for all? It could be a decision about work. Do accept that new offer or stay where you are? Do start that project or continue in your comfort zone? It could be a decision about where to live, how to use your money, or which path to follow in life. Whatever it is, it's an important decision, and you know it. What's holding you back, Libra? Is it fear of making a mistake? Is it fear of hurting someone? Is it fear of change? Or perhaps it's the fear that, by choosing one path, you're losing all the others? Because say you want certainty, you want guarantees, you want to know you're making the right choice. But here's the truth you need to hear: there is no perfect choice. There is no path without risks. There is no guarantee that everything will work out. But you know what else exists? There's your intuition, which has shown you many times what you should do, but you haven't listened. That is your inner wisdom, which knows the right answer for you, even if your rational mind is still confused. That is your heart, which knows where it wants to go, it's just waiting for you to have the courage to follow it. So in the coming days, when this decision can no longer be postponed, do the following: stop overthinking. Seriously. Stop making more lists of pros and cons. Stop asking everyone's opinion. Stop looking for external signs. Instead, be quiet. Take a deep breath. Put your hand on your heart. And ask yourself, what do I really want? Not what you think you should want. Not what others expect you to want. Not what seems most sensible or safest. But what you, deep in your heart, truly want. And when the answer comes, trust it. Because say that answer is your truth, and following your truth is never a mistake. Look, you might still feel a little nervous after making the decision. You might still have moments of doubt. That's normal, it's part of the process. But know that any decision made with your heart, even if it brings challenges, is better than standing still out of fear. Because say when you choose and act, you grow. When you stand still, you wither. And one more thing. The universe supports those who have the courage to decide. When you finally make a decision, things start to move. Doors open. Opportunities appear. The right people enter your life. It's as if the universe is just waiting for you to take the first step and then show you the whole path. So don't be afraid to decide, Libra. Don't be afraid to choose. Don't be afraid to move forward. Because on the other side of indecision lies a much lighter, much clearer life, much more aligned with who you truly are. Seventh revelation, an old problem will finally find a solution. Libra, get ready for wonderful news. In the coming days, that problem you've been carrying for so long, that situation that seemed unsolvable, that difficulty that has been with you for months or even years, will finally begin to resolve itself. And the best part, the solution will come in a way you didn't expect. Do you know what that problem is? It's the one that keeps you awake at night from time to time. It's the one that comes back to your mind when you least expect it. It's the one you've tried to solve in many ways, but nothing seemed to work. Maybe you've even given up on finding a solution, maybe you've resigned yourself to living with this problem. But the universe hasn't given up, my dear. It was just waiting for the right moment, and that moment has arrived. The solution might come through a person. Someone you're going to meet, or someone you already know, but who will suddenly have the perfect idea, the right advice, the necessary connection to help you solve this. It could even be someone you never imagined could help, but who will appear like an angel sent by the universe exactly when you need it most. Or the solution might come from an idea of your own. Suddenly, out of nowhere, you'll have an epiphany, an inspiration, an insight so clear that you'll wonder how you didn't think of it before. And that idea will be the key you were looking for to unlock that door that seemed to be closed forever. The solution may also come through a change in circumstances. Something that was preventing the resolution of this problem will simply move out of the way. A person will change their mind, a situation will transform, an obstacle will disappear. And suddenly, the path will be clear for you to resolve this issue once and for all. The important thing is for you to be open, Libra. Because sometimes we get so stuck on how we think a problem should be solved that we can't see other possibilities. Sometimes we get so focused on a specific solution that we lose sight of the fact that there are 1,000 other paths. So keep an open mind. Keep your heart hopeful. And trust that the right solution will appear at the right time. And you know what's most beautiful about all this? When this problem is finally solved, you'll look back and understand why you had to wait so long. You'll understand that the time wasn't wasted, that each failed attempt taught you something important. You'll understand that you needed to grow, mature, and develop certain qualities before you were ready to receive the solution. Because, you see, sometimes the problem doesn't get solved not because there's no solution, but because we're not ready for it yet. Sometimes we need to learn certain lessons first. Sometimes we need to become different people before we can handle the solution. And now you're ready, Libra. That's why the solution is coming now. When that solution appears in the next few days, don't question it too much. Don't nitpick. Don't let your tendency to overanalyze everything make you miss the opportunity. Sometimes we complicate things that should be simple. Sometimes the solution is right in front of us, but we don't see it because we're waiting for something more elaborate. So pay attention to the signs. Pay attention to conversations. Pay attention to the ideas that arise in your mind. Pay attention to the opportunities that appear. Any of these things could be the solution you've been waiting for. And when you recognize that solution, don't hesitate. Grab it with both hands and do what needs to be done to finally close this cycle of difficulty. And after you solve it, don't forget to give thanks. Thank the universe for not giving up on you. Thank the people who helped you along the way. Thank yourself for persevering even when it seemed impossible. Because solving an old problem isn't just about getting rid of a difficulty. It's about proving to yourself that you are capable, that you are strong, that you don't give up. And that, Libra, is a victory that no one can take away from you. At revelation, you will feel a profound change in your energy. My dear Libra, this revelation is about something you will feel inside. In the coming days, your energy will change. And when I say energy, I'm talking about that inner force that moves you, that enthusiasm that makes you wake up every day, that vibration you emanate into the world. Something is changing inside you, and you may already be feeling the first signs of it. Perhaps you've noticed you're feeling more energetic lately. Or maybe you're finding that things that used to bother you a lot don't affect you as much anymore. Or perhaps you've realized you're wanting to make changes, break out of your routine, try new things. All of these are signs that your energy is transforming. And this change is good, Libra. It's very good. Because for a long time you've been carrying heavy energies that weren't yours. You were carrying too many worries, you were taking on responsibilities that weren't yours, you were wearing yourself down with situations and people that drained your light. And now, finally, you're beginning to free yourself from all of that. In the coming days, this energy shift will become even clearer. You wake up one day feeling different. Lighter, freer, more yourself. As if you've lifted a huge weight off your shoulders and can now finally breathe deeply and stretch. As if you've emerged from a fog and can now see everything more clearly. And you know what's interesting? The people around you will notice this change too. They'll comment that you look different, that you look better, that you're happier. Some will be happy for you. Others, unfortunately, may not like this transformation very much. Because when you change your energy, when you stop accepting certain things, when you start valuing yourself more, some people realize they won't be able to manipulate or use you like before. And that's okay, Libra. Let those people be bothered. Let them find it strange. Because this change isn't about pleasing anyone. It's about you reconnecting with your own essence, with your own strength, with your own light. It's about you remembering who you really are when you're not trying to be what others expect. This shift in energy will also affect what you attract into your life. Because energy attracts like energy. When you vibrate fear, you attract fearful situations. When you vibrate scarcity, you attract more scarcity. But when you vibrate love, trust, abundance, joy, you attract exactly that. And that's what's starting to happen to you. Over the next few days, pay attention to how you feel when you're with certain people or in certain places. Joy, you notice that some things you previously tolerated now deeply bother you. This isn't about you becoming demanding or difficult. It's your elevated energy rejecting what no longer resonates with it. It's your body and soul saying, no, this isn't for me anymore. And when you feel this, listen. Don't ignore these signs just because you're afraid of change or of displeasing someone. If a place drains you, avoid that place. If a person takes away your peace, distance yourself from that person. If an activity exhausts you without giving you anything in return, stop doing that activity. Because now you are learning to protect your energy, and that is sacred. But listen, protecting your energy isn't about building walls and isolating yourself from the world. It's about creating healthy boundaries. It's about consciously choosing where you place your attention, your time, your love. It's about understanding that you don't need to be available to everyone all the time. It's about realizing that taking care of yourself isn't selfishness, it's a necessity. And as you incorporate this new energy, you'll notice that life begins to flow better. Things that were once difficult start to become easier. Opportunities begin to appear more frequently. The right people start to enter your life. Because when you are energetically well, everything around you responds to that. So in the coming days, take good care of your energy. Sleep well, eat well, drink water, spend time in nature if you can. Do things that make you happy. Stay away from gossip, drama, and negativity. And observe how you will feel better and better, stronger and more aligned with who you truly are. Nain's revelation, a disguised opportunity will appear. Libra, this revelation requires you to pay close attention, because in the coming days an opportunity will appear in your life, but it won't arrive announced with fireworks. There won't be a sign saying it's a great chance. In fact, at first it may even seem like a problem, a challenge, something annoying that you would prefer to avoid. But look carefully, because within this situation lies a huge blessing. The universe has a very peculiar way of presenting opportunities. Sometimes they come wrapped in challenging paper. Sometimes they appear in the form of something that takes us out of our comfort zone. Sometimes they arrive as an invitation that initially makes us feel scared or insecure. And that's exactly why many people miss the best opportunities in life, because they can't see beyond the packaging. So when something different, unexpected, or even a little scary happens in the next few days, don't reject it immediately. Don't say no without thinking. Don't shut yourself off just because it seems like a lot of work or difficult. Instead, take a deep breath and ask yourself, what can this situation teach me? Where can this situation lead me? What doors can this situation open? This disguised opportunity can come in many forms. It could be an invitation to do something you've never done before, something that makes you feel insecure but also curious. It could be a forced change that seems bad at first but that you'll later realize was the best thing that could have happened. It could be a challenge at work that will make you grow and show you abilities you didn't even know you had. It could also be a difficult conversation that leads you to a deep understanding. It could be a mistake that teaches you a valuable lesson. It could even be a disappointment that guides you towards something much better. Because good things don't always arrive in a pretty and comfortable way, Libra. Sometimes the universe needs to shake us up a bit to get us out of the place where we are stagnant. And the question is, will you have the courage to embrace this opportunity even when it appears disguised? Will you have the courage to say yes to something that scares you a little? Will you have the courage to trust that the universe knows what it's doing even when you don't fully understand the plan? Because you see, if everything were easy and obvious, it wouldn't be an opportunity, it would just be a continuation. True opportunities always ask something of us. They always challenge us to grow, to change, to become more than we were before. And yes, that can be uncomfortable. But on the other side of that discomfort, a better version of your life awaits you. So in the coming days, keep your eyes wide open. And more importantly, keep your heart open. Because opportunity can come from where you least expect it. It can come through someone you barely know. It can come through a situation that seems random. It can come through an inner calling so strong that you won't be able to ignore it. And when you recognize this opportunity, don't let fear decide for you. Don't let insecurity paralyze you. Don't let the opinions of others hold you back. Because this opportunity was sent specifically to you, at this specific moment, because you are ready for it. Maybe you don't feel ready, but you are. The universe wouldn't give you this chance if it didn't believe in you. And look, it doesn't have to be perfect. You don't need to have all the answers before you start. You don't need to be 100% sure it will work. Sometimes you just need to take the first step in faith, trusting that the rest of the path will become clear as you walk it. Sometimes you just need to say yes and then figure out how to do it. Because the best transformation stories always begin with someone who had the courage to accept a disguised opportunity. They always begin with someone who saw beyond appearances. They always begin with someone who trusted the universe and took the leap, even when afraid. And you, Libra, are about to live one of those stories. You're about to look back in a few months and be grateful for having the wisdom to recognize the opportunity and the courage to embrace it. So stay alert, stay open, and don't let the blessing pass you by just because it came in a different package than you expected. Tens Revelación, you are about to enter your best moment yet. My dear Libra, we have reached the 10th and final revelation, and it is so powerful that it can change everything you believe about your future. In the coming days, you will begin to enter your best moment yet. I'm not talking about something small or temporary. I'm talking about a phase of your life where everything will begin to fall into place, where you will finally reap the rewards of everything you have sown, where you will feel that life is conspiring in your favor. You've been through a lot, Libra. You've faced challenges that tested you, disappointments that hurt you, periods where everything seemed to go wrong at once. There were times when you questioned whether it was worth continuing to try, whether things would ever truly get better. And now I'm here to tell you, it was worth it. Every tear, every effort, every time you stood up when you wanted to give up, it was all worth it. Because you were being prepared for this moment. You were being molded, strengthened, refined. The universe was teaching you important lessons, giving you the necessary tools, making you grow in the areas where you needed to grow. And now that you have gone through all this preparation, you are ready to receive the blessings that were always destined for you. In the coming days, you will begin to see the first signs of this change. It will be as if a new energy is entering your life. Things that were stuck will begin to move. Situations that seemed unsolvable will begin to resolve themselves. The right people will start appearing in your path. Opportunities will begin to arise from unexpected places. And the most beautiful thing is that all of this will happen naturally, fluidly, almost magically. You won't need to force anything. You won't need to desperately chase after it. You won't need to convince anyone of your worth. Things will simply start to happen because it's your time. Because you are aligned. Because the universe has decided that it's your time to shine. This best moment of yours will affect all areas of your life. In love, you will finally attract the kind of relationship you deserve, whether by renewing something that already exists or opening space for something new and wonderful to enter. At work, you will be recognized, valued, and may even receive proposals that will surprise you. Financially, there will be a significant improvement, with money arriving in ways you didn't expect. But more importantly than all of that, Libra, you will feel an inner peace that you haven't felt in a long time. You will feel confident, you will feel deserving, you will feel truly happy. You will wake up with hope, you will go to sleep with gratitude, you will live each day knowing that you are exactly where you should be. Now, one important thing, to truly enter this best moment, you need to do your part. You need to let go of what's in the past. You need to forgive those who hurt you, including yourself. You need to release the hurt, the sadness, the resentment. Because you can't enter the new carrying the weight of the old. You also need to believe that you deserve good things. Often, blessings don't come not because the universe doesn't want to give them, but because we don't allow ourselves to receive them. We think we don't deserve them, that we're not good enough, that we're not qualified. But that's a lie, Libra. You deserve all the good things life has to offer simply because you exist, because you are a valuable human being, because you have light within you. So when the blessings begin to arrive in the coming days, don't reject them. Don't question whether you deserve them. Don't wait for the other shoe to fall. Simply receive them. Open your arms, open your heart, and let the abundance of the universe flow into your life. Because it has always been waiting for you, and now you are finally ready for it. And one last thing, when you reach your peak and things start going right, don't forget where you came from. Don't forget the people who helped you along the way. Don't forget the lessons you learned through hardship. Because all of that is part of who you are today. And who you are today is exactly who you needed to be to live this incredible moment that's coming. In the coming days, pay attention to how life begins to change. To the small signs, the small victories, the little magic moments of everyday life. Because they are the beginning of something much bigger. They are the universe showing you that your time has come. That your season has changed. That your best moment is beginning now. And this is just the beginning, Libra. Because when you enter the flow of abundance, when you align yourself with the universe's purpose for you, there is no limit to how far you can go, how high you can fly, how happy you can be. The sky is not the limit. The limit simply no longer exists. If this message resonated with your zodiac sign, trust me, it's no coincidence. When the universe wants to speak to you, it sends exactly the right signal, and you're here because you needed to hear this today. Your contribution, as a subscriber or member, is what keeps these messages alive, messages that touch, awaken, and transform lives. And if this video made sense to you, leave your birth date in the comments. And so, my dear Libra, we've reached the end of these 10 revelations about what will happen to you in the coming days. I hope each word has touched your heart, that each revelation has made sense for the moment you are living. Because nothing here was said by chance. Each message was guided by the universe specifically for you who are watching now. Remember everything we've discussed here. That difficult conversation that needs to happen, the new financial cycle that's beginning, the person from the past who might return, the truth that will come to light, the talent that will be recognized, the decision that can no longer wait, the old problem that will be resolved, the shift in your energy, the opportunity in disguise, and above all, your best moment that is about to begin. Did you know that all 10 of these things are connected? They're part of a grand movement of the universe to take you to a much better place than where you are now. So trust the process. Trust the timing. Trust that everything is happening exactly as it should. And now I have a challenge for you. Over the next few days, as these revelations unfold in your life, I want you to do something important. I want you to pay attention. Pay attention to the signs, the synchronicities, the little magical things that will happen. And most importantly, I want you to have courage. Get each to have that conversation. Get each to make that decision. Get each to embrace the changes. Get each to receive the blessings. Because you are much stronger than you think, Libra. You've proven that so many times. And now it's time to prove it again, but this time not by overcoming difficulties, but by allowing wonderful things to enter your life. If you've made it this far, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Turn on notifications so you don't miss any important messages the universe has for you. Because every week we bring you special content for each sign, messages that might be exactly what you need to hear at the right time. If the messages in this video touched your heart, if you felt they were made especially for you, consider becoming a channel member. Your contribution is not just financial support. It's an energy of abundance that you put into the world. It's a way of telling the universe that you value these messages and want more people to receive them too. Leave your birth date in the comments. This helps the universe direct future messages even more precisely to you. And if you'd like, also share which of these 10 revelations resonated most with your current situation. I love reading your comments and learning how these messages are impacting your lives. Always remember, you are not alone on this journey. The universe is with you, your angels are protecting you, and I am here cheering you on. Your next few days will be special, Libra. They will be days of transformation, of revelation, of blessings. And you are more than ready to receive all of this. Go in peace, go with faith, go with the certainty that the best is yet to come. A kiss to your heart, and until the next video,